Hello everybody and welcome back to Amazing Tech for All. Today we're going to be looking at how to manage some files. So let's open the terminal again. There we go. Let's zoom in a little bit. A few times just so we can get a good view of what's going on. So in the past video we looked at the ls command. This lists all the files that's in a folder or in the current folder. So if we want to know which directory we are in, we can also type the pwd command. This will give us the directory, in this case the home directory for the user1. So if we've done the navigation where we could do cd and we can go to downloads, for example. If you start typing the name of a file or folder, you can push the tab key and that will auto-complete it if it's the only one of its type. So at this point is when I would like to ask if you find my content useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. This helps me immensely to grow the channel and to eventually see if we can reach a larger audience. Okay, so now that we're in a folder, we can create a folder by running the command mkdir, and we give it a name, test, right? So now if you do a ls over here, you'll see that the test folder is there. But what if we want to put a file inside test? So we'll do touch test and we'll give it a name. Let's say just call it file1.txt. So if we type in ls, you'll see this is the folder that we were in, and here we will type in we can type in ls test dot, and then if we autocomplete by typing the tab command, and if it's the only file that's there, it will complete it. So if we just do that and type in ls, it will tell us what's in that file. So we essentially created an empty file by running the command touch. So let's put something in that file. We'll just go into the test folder and then we will run the command echo, and we will open bracket the quotes, double quotes, and we will say my name is user1, but we will direct it into file text1, file1.txt. So we can now take a quick look and see the cat command will show us what's in that file. Cat, and it will be file.txt. That is what we've put in there. If we want to put something else in there, this is now a different lesson really. We can say, and I love computers, right? This is going to overwrite what is already in that file. So if we do cat that file again, so now it says I love computers. However, if we run the first command, and we run the second command, so the expectation is that if we do it like this, you'll see what is my name is user1. If I run echo I love computers, but I put this greater than sign twice, it will then write it beneath my name is user1 I love computers. So we've now created a file and we've created a folder. So what we can do now is to remove the file, or rather we didn't just create a file, we also added content into the file. So if we want to delete the file, we will go rm and then the file name. If we type in ls now, there's no more file. Now to get to the previous directory or one level up, we'll do cd space ... and if we type in ls here, it will show us the test directory. So if we need to remove that, rm test will say this is not a normal file, it's a directory. So in the command is, you can use rmdir, I believe. Yes, that will do it. Or you can type in rf-r, which will also remove it. See, there's no more file, no more folder, or no more directory called test. So I would like to recreate the test, the file 1.txt, but I won't bother to create the test folder this time around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the command nano, which is a text editor, and I'm going to call it file 1.txt. So now I'm not creating an empty file, I am using a text editor to go into the file and then start typing text in there. So here we go, I'm inside the file, and I'll say my name is user1. I love, I'll say Linux actually, I happen to love Linux. And to save this file, I will run Control X, and it will ask me save the modified buffer, and then I will type in yes and press enter. So the Control X is to exit, but it will also save the file. So now I've created a file called, if I just type in ls here, it will list the file. As you can see, that file now exists. It is file 1.txt. And if I do a nano file 1, here you can see I love Linux. And so this is the normal text editor where you can go up and down and you can type in whatever you like. This is usually used to create files that allows us to make scripts. We will get to scripting at a later stage. Here you can see you can use Control X to exit, and Control U to paste and cut and so on. So you can copy files and paste, copy lines and paste lines within this text editor. What else shall we add? This is a lesson on file and folder management. Right, and to save it, we'll do the exit, so which is Control X, and it will ask us if we want to save what's written there. And if you type in Y, it saves it. It will ask you if the name is right. You can change the name at this point, which will create a new file. Let's do that. Let's create it file 2, and yes. So now if we do a ls, you can see there are 2 files that we've created. And let's see, if we do cat file 1 txt, and if we do cat 2, it will add the additional line that we've had. You can see there, those are the 3 lines. The first file has 1 line, 2 lines, and the second one has 3 lines. So to remove this file, there's also the copying of a file. So if we wanted to copy the content or to copy the file 1 onto file 2, we will do the cp command, and we will file 2, .txt, and we will copy it to file 1. Or we can make it file 3. If we do it file 1, it will overwrite everything that's in there. So now we will, that is creating an additional file. But what if you wanted to move a file? So I want to move, let's create a directory, mkdir test, right? And if you do a ls, now you will see ls, you will see the 3 text files, and the 1 test folder. So to move a file, you do mv, and it will be file 3 to test. we'll do a ls here. You'll see that there's now two text files in the downloads folder. And if we do a ls test, and then you'll see that file 3 is now inside the test folder. So if we wanted to remove the folder like we did before, rmdir, like we said, we can do it. But here we can also do rm -r, and we will do test, and it will remove the file that's in there as well. So let's do that. So now we'll see, there we go. So the test folder is missing, and now the only remaining files are the ones in downloads folder. So let's take another look at these files quickly one more time, and we will go file 1, there we go, and we will look at file 2. Oops, sorry. There we go. So now let's copy file 2 onto file 1. So we'll do a cp file 2.txt to file 1. So if we run the command cat file 1 now, in the past the cat file 1 gave us these 2 lines. Let's see if we do cat file 1 now. What we looked at now so far is the standard way we copied it of copied file managing files. However, .txt onto this is the standard way within, and that is the basics that you could managing files. But there are other tools that we could use. Let's see if Midnight Commander is installed. It is not, so let's install Midnight Commander, which is, so we'll do a sudo apt install mc, type in our password, and it will download mc. So what this tool allows you to do is to look at a source and destination folder. We will take a look at that once we start running it. There are many tools like it. Similarly, it's available in Windows. Something called Total Commander, I believe, which allows you to copy and paste. It is a lot of people find it a much faster way of dealing with things, and here you can see. So you can go to a folder, you can look at the files, you can skip to other sides, you can copy and paste it, and so on and so forth. So your source is on the one side. You'll see there's your sources on the left side, and your destination you can navigate using the tab button. So if we this file, the file.txt, let's just see quickly. So F5, I believe, will do the copy. Yes, that will be the source, and your destination. Let's escape this quickly. We'll tab to the other side. We want to put it into documents. So we'll tab back, and we will do F5. It will copy the current file, which is file.txt, file1.txt, and it will copy it to the documents folder. So click OK, and there we now have it copied across. We can do the same. Let's just change this. If we click type tab, and we will go to the previous folder, and we can maybe, for example, copy file 2 into the pictures folder. So tab away, and we'll do a F5, and it will then copy it to the txt folder. And of course, if you wanted to remove a file or create a directory, all these menu items you'll see at the bottom over here, these allow you to view content and to edit, etc., etc. I'm not really a professional when it comes to this, but then F10 will quit. So there we have it. We have Midnight Commander as another means to manage tools. Let's see. Let me see quickly. F10 again. Escape. Yeah. And there we go. We've just looked at Midnight Commander as a mechanism by which we could navigate and manage files.